Hi, I'm Jale. Welcome to my channel. This is going to be a pick a card reading on the poll that you guys voted for, which was basically spirit messages. We gave you 4 options or 5. We gave you quite a few options, and you guys chose this for your second most voted option. Previous voted or most high voted option was yesterday's, which was where's this connection going. We've got 3 piles for you today. Okay, so obviously if you need extra time to pick a pile, by the way, the incense is going a bit mad today, so I apologise. This is the sacred ritual incense that I'm using, so I feel like it's amazing energy. 3 piles. We've got the first pile, which is the Millennium Tarot. Second pile is Mystic Mondays, and third pile is the Legacy of the Divine Tarot. We're going to pause for a moment, let you have a look close up. You make sure that obviously you tune in, pick the pile that resonates with you the most. This will be your messages. You can pick more than one pile. Remember though that it's a general reading. All gender, obviously just reply roles, pronouns, you know, specifically for your situation. If it's a general reading, take it as a general reading. If you want a more personalised reading or a personalised reading, contact me. We can do you a reading. Email is in the description box below. Look at the prices, send me a message over based on basically say that you've paid for X amount, and the PayPal link's in there as well, and then we'll book you in. Lives Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 PM British Standard Time, 3 PM Eastern Standard Time. Psychic Saturdays on Twitch, link in the description box below. 11 PM on Saturday nights, which is 3 PM Eastern Standard Time. So let's get going. Let's show you the piles close up and we'll get started. Hi guys, right, so this is pile number 1, which is the Millennium Tarot. We've got pile 2, Mystic Mondays, and pile 3, the Legacy of the Divine Tarot. So again, if you need extra time, by all means pause this, but it's 1, 2 and 3. One moment. Pile 1, I haven't written down the timestamp, sorry guys. I clicked it because I had spirit coming through and I was all excited. 1:59 for pile 1. So for you guys, this is your pick a card reading. This is the Millennium Tarot. Okay, I've got a lady in spirit here, all right, around me. She could have smoked because I'm getting strong cigarette smoke. I'm just getting someone observing me. I feel like maybe she might have been into this when she was here. I feel like she's observing. Now, this is a very specific message, but you could have had a daughter recently, maybe the last 2 years, and she didn't get to meet this daughter. Very, very proud great-grandmother is the message I want to pass on here. There's something about a pride of when she was here that you were very strong. I feel like someone's crying now. Whatever you guys have been through as a family and also you as a person is a lot. And this lady's coming to acknowledge that and to pay her respects. Maybe you've recently paid her respects. Now we've just gone into the autumn equinox, and between now and Halloween the veil is thinning, so we're going to probably see a lot more of this energy. This lady just wanted to come by, pay her respects, and just acknowledge that she is here for you to support you. I don't know. I mean, to be really honest with you, I just see her. She's sat in a chair behind me. I just find that very interesting. She could have gone to spiritualist churches. It's like she's I've got to laugh. This lady could have had a very good sense of humour, because I feel like, you know, when you go to a spiritualist church, maybe, I don't know, in England this is what you do, you sit and you observe the person and wait for your turn for a message. So it could be that she's waiting for your message. Maybe you know, you're talking to her and she's like, I'm here, and you don't realise that she can hear you. So if this is you, she can hear you. Ooey, I'm here. I'm getting a photo frame that's being moved. Someone's moving photo frames. It could be a silver photo frame. There's something about silver. I don't know why. It could be maybe she's giving you a necklace. There's something about a necklace here. Look out for a necklace moving possibly. I was here all along. Maybe you've gone through a lot and we're talking to her to get you through it, and hence why she's shown up for you today. But she's saying she can see everything, all right? She can hear everything, and rest assured that she's with you. She's here for you. She's 100% supporting you. And again, if you've had love a situation. Wow, these incense are really strong. If you want to, these are the sacred ritual incense. This is no joke. These incense is no joke, because it's like just teleporting me into a different dimension. She's talking about your dreams. She's talking about your dreams here, and saying they do come true. Dreams do come true. Maybe you've had to put a lot on hold. Maybe you've had to put a lot on hold for this situation, and she's saying, listen, stick with us here, because this is only part of what the bigger picture is. So if you've gone for a heck of a lot, this is not that that's not it. The book's not closed here. Don't give up. Someone's having a very tough time with processing information and understanding what this means. This whole situation here was only meant to evolve you into a next stage, so that you're prepared for what's to come next. And don't give up, because again, it's like that your hope has been chipped away at here, and they're saying it's a little test of faith. I don't know why I'm getting writing and I'm getting makeup now, so it could be that obviously we're getting into a more generalized reading with the energies, but it's like they're talking about a faith. I've got an animal on my left, underneath my left foot as well here. I'll go into that in a minute, and I don't know why, but it feels like, I want to say there's something about skunk. Now that's going to be very specific to someone here, but I'm seeing a skunk. Now this could be your totem animal, your spirit animal. This is, if it's a spirit animal, this is about your defenses. Someone's very defensive and is very strategically trying to defend their boundaries. Maybe there's an imbalance between masculine and feminine if it's a spirit animal. If it's a literal animal, like if you've got a cuddly toy, this is just nostalgic. Again, it could be someone giving a reference to that to let you know they're here. But it's wandering around my left foot as if to make the presence known. They're talking here about going after your dreams and your goals. If you've had children and you've had to put your goals down because you were like, well, I'm old now. No, that's not it. This is not the one, because don't discount yourself. You're still here. There's still a lot for you to do, okay? We've got a crane fly that's going a bit mad around the room again. I try and get rid of all these creeping crawlers. I've just put a new device in my room to restrict the insects, and for a few weeks there's going to be more of them, so I apologise for that. But let's see, any other messages before we jump into the tarot, please? I'm just getting a promise knot here. There's something, could be a sailing reference, but I'm seeing a knot. There's a promise that's been tied very, 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 very tight. And it's like Spirit's acknowledgement of a promise that's being delivered, aka something that you've upheld. Something that you've upheld that is about to be, again, it's like Spirit have seen all your efforts, and there's a payout coming. There's in fact, look at this, 8 of Pentacles and the 9 of Pentacles. So someone's been working very hard, and there's an abundant energy there's a payout. This is abundance. Bottom of the deck, we've got a regeneration going on here. So it's like you're rebuilding. There's a higher lesson at stake here. This could be, again, you've closed out a cycle. Hierophant and the World. You've really worked hard to close a cycle out. This energy here, this Ace of Wands, is preparing to come in for you. Now, that could be millions of different things. Let's clarify what that could be. What is this Ace of Wands? What is this promise, please? What is this, acknowledgement from Spirit? What is the Ace of Wands, please, for pile 1? You've got a very strong, wow. Yeah. Wow. This is a very strong creative energy. This is a very strong creative energy. Again, it's going after your dreams. The starborn, so you could be starseed, or you could have had a child or more than one child. That is extraordinarily strong in terms of their ability. Again, the eternal child. So they're asking you to connect to your inner child and utilize your more creative energy. But use your playfulness more. The sacral chakra, art, creativity, singing, dancing, music, whatever is your thing. The sword, okay? And again, this is boundaries, this is truth, this is acknowledgement, all right? Spirit are definitely acknowledging efforts here. There's definitely an acknowledgement of efforts going on. Let's have a look. Pile 1 messages, please, for pile 1. What are the messages? They just keep saying keep going. You must keep going. If this is really upsetting you, you've got to remember, if this is, let's say for example you've gone through the nightmare, give yourself time to rejuvenate. You know, don't just expect this to sort of start kicking in now. Give yourself some time, because I feel like someone here is putting a lot of pressure on themselves to bounce back, and it's like, this is the advice when you're ready, not to say you have to do this immediately. You feel neglected or left out by someone as well. You're waiting for a message from someone. You feel like they're overlooking you. Maybe that you think or worry that they've moved on. You're worried about that. Possibly you're trying to work really hard on maybe caring for children, focusing on the work without kind of acknowledging this message, and it's like you're just kind of like, I just wanted a message from this person. Again, this creative energy, if you can free yourself and get into this creative energy, because it's, again, we've got imprisoned and privileged lady in the reverse. So at the moment you may feel a little bit trapped. Maybe you're worried about finances. Maybe you're worried, maybe you're worried about how this is going to happen and what you're going to do. Maybe you're worried about work. All right, maybe you're worried about work. Whatever you're doing at the moment, if you're in a job that you're not happy with, you must, again, this is your creative element. The key to this is unlocking your creative element. And if you already are doing that, keep going, because it's where the messages are here. It will lead to where you're meant to be going. If you haven't already done that, the recommendation is to look at it. And let's say, for example, you're very heavily family focused, you've got children and you can't quite focus all your time on it, then try and set some time aside, because it's important. Again, child, you're maybe worried about children. Maybe you've come here you're worried about children. There could have been a child in spirit that you're wanting a message from. I'm just hearing, if you don't ask, you don't get. There could have been an upbringing cycle where you were sort of told to sort of stand back and observe and wait, and it's like your energy is not very direct. Maybe you're more observatory. Spirit are wanting you to kind of switch this up a little bit and go a little bit more direct with this. Hustle is the word I want to use. They want you to connect with your inner child, very much so. There's something your inner child is like, there's a very magical quality. Again, could be that you're a photographer, it could be that you're a musician, it could, whatever it is that there's some talent you've got here, but it's like they're trying to connect you to your inner child, because number one, it's going to help your inner child to sort of release this, but also it's the key to allow you to moving forward into your abundance. So if you're looking for money and you're looking for things to change in your life, this is the key. This is the way out. Watch for people around you, and for you to just make sure you're being authentic as well with people around you and also with yourself. We've got thoughts here. Can you see he's contemplating his picture that he's painting? Maybe you're confused about where your creative abilities lie. Maybe you feel like you've got a creative block at the moment, all right? So this is the thing. I'll be really honest with you. It feels like sometimes when you're in the dark night of the soul, or you're about to level up, that this happens, all right? So there's two options you've got. You can bide your time and just do things that you enjoy, all right, that you know you're going to enjoy, and it just brings you comfort, and just stay in that mindful energy, that present moment energy. If you're like, oh, but I've tried that and nothing works. Now, first of all, this year has been a weird one astrologically. There's a lot of pauses. over the next coming months there'll be a release of that. Obviously we've got Saturn going direct, we've got Pluto going direct soon, we've got Neptune going direct soon, we've got Prometheus going direct, which is that spark, that flame that's in November. There's a lot of shifts happening October, November of 2020. So let's say, for example, you do all this and it's still not happening. Just bide your time and just, sometimes you've got to go, right, well, if I can't physically move forward, I'm missing something here. What am I missing? Sit and meditate on that. The other thing you can do is completely go out of your comfort zone. For example, I did paragliding a couple of years ago because I knew I had to shift something. I needed a shift. And by goodness me, that was a huge shift after I did that, because it's like you're showing willing upstairs that you will push yourself, you know. You're not just going to stay in the same routine, and that's something I have to do. Because I've got my my north node is in Taurus, my south node is in Taurus, is in second house, so I have to do that for obvious reasons. This here is about contemplation of where your future lies. All right, the mind, your mind is possibly confusing you, trapping you into thinking maybe you're not good enough, maybe you've gone through a lot, maybe you've really, you know, struggled. And let's have a look. Yeah, again, there's something about high honor here. So maybe there's an acknowledgement that you feel that you haven't been given and you're upset about. Maybe there's something at a house situation where you're living that you're not being acknowledged for that. Maybe you feel like you're being left out, you're being overlooked. Spirit are seeing all of this. Okay, just keep that faith. Don't, again, there's something about a journey here with your creativity that they want you to look into. And it's not just going to be like, oh, you know, this is like a journey. This is not like quickly, let's get a quick fix. This is what you're meant to be learning, you know. This is what they want you to understand. This is what they want you to understand. It's like this is not just a 3-minute job. This is like your possible life path or soul mission is creative. Starting new things, creating new things. Right, final messages for pile 1. Final messages. We've got friendship in the reverse and abundance. So I want you to have a look around you, friendship wise. Who is around you? Are they supporting you? Are they on the same level as you, page as you? Is there lots of conflicts going on? Do they support? If not, why not? What's going on? Because again, not for all of you, some of you could well be that we need to have a bit more supportive people around us, because 1 or 2 of you may have some people around you that are maybe not great supporting people, and Spirit would like you to have a look at that. So guys, hopefully this has been of some help. This is your messages from Spirit. Thank you for your likes, your shares, subscriptions. Until next time, take care. Hello pile 2, if you picked pile 2, this is your Mystic Mondays messages from Spirit. Okay, let's have a look. Pile 2, what do pile 2s need to know? Someone, I just keep hearing your whereabouts. Someone's looking for you. Now this could be, I don't know if you know this person. You could have been sat here going, I'm going to click on this video and I hope to understand where my person is. They're making their way to you, is what I want to say. Now maybe you already know this person as well and they're at a distance from you, they're making their way to you. Because I just keep hearing whereabouts. So it's like we're trying to get the practical details in order. If you've not met this person yet and you're looking at clarification in this reading, this is on its way. I'm hearing something about the summer. Could well be next summer that there's something significant happening in this situation. But let's have a look. Pile 2, what is happening, please? Spirit messages, Spirit messages. You're going to have a very significant shift around the 29th to the 3rd of October based on Saturn's movement. You could be Capricorn or Taurus or Virgo, or have someone around you that's one of these energies. You're going to get a lot of clarity here. There's a definite shift in, I'm hearing revelations. Wow. Look at this card, Wheel of Fortune. The tides are turning. Luck is on your side. You're coming out of fear. There's an opportunity to work on more situations. You're going to be moving on to better sort of energies here. Let's have a look. What is the messages for pile 2? Someone wants to work on a relationship with you. Long time coming, I'm hearing. This is for you guys for pile 2. The Wheel of Fortune is your counterpart. This is your message, is your counterpart. This is very close. Again, the whereabouts is like possibly their higher self asking you where you're at in this journey if you're ready. Okay, I don't know why I need to say that, but I do. We've got the 9 of Swords here and the 8 of Swords. So, someone's got a lot of worry about a lot of things. 9 of Swords and the 8 of Swords. Are we regressing with our mindsets here? Be very careful how you're thinking about this, because I feel like we're at cross purposes here. 2 of Swords. Why the worry? Why are you worrying? You think there's not going to be a new start. You think this is the same. Listen, don't get pulled into this little illusion of, well, I've been doing this for 3 years. When are they gonna do this? When are they gonna do that? I'll be honest with you, you're blocking yourself. All right. Again, this is a general reading. Take it as it resonates. And if it doesn't resonate, choose another pile or pick another reading or pick another reader. Okay. Again, some people are going to get majorly triggered from my readings. I'm a mirror, in case you haven't already guessed. I'm a mirror. Okay. You're scared that you're in too deep and you don't know how to deal with this. You're scared. Which is then possibly mirroring them to act in that way too. You're worried that this fresh start isn't going to happen. But it is. Because this is your fear. This is illusion. This is your illusion. This is what you're going to come out of in the next couple of weeks. Depending on when you're watching this video. You're undergoing a bit of a transformation here. You need to give yourself some time, but just watch. Again, we're moving out of this Virgo energy of overthinking. Again, if you're watching at the time of the reading, into a more balanced mindset of heart and mind, body and soul. Pay attention for the overriding concerns, because it's like it could be mirroring a wound, all right? You're confused about what to do about this whole situation. Nothing. Just work on you. Keep focused on you. Focus it on you. You feel like you've invested a lot in a situation here and you're worried about the payout. Pile 2, please. Pile 2. Yeah. You're worried here about someone being drawn into something different, someone going a different way. 2 of Cups. You're super worried about a situation someone's in, and you think, oh well, there's no way this is ever going to end. I wouldn't put that out there. Retract that. Let's reverse that. This is about to end. It's always the darkest before the dawn. It's always the hardest part of the journey right at the end when you think there's no hope. Of course it's always the hardest part, because it's an illusion. It's a test. This is a test to see if you're going to believe everything you see. Because they're going to show you things that are going to trigger the life out of you. They're going to show, trust me, unfortunately I understand how it works, unfortunately. They're going to show you everything to get those last couple of wounds out. And if you're going to fall for it, then they're going to say, well, sorry, you're not ready. Now, theoretically, they're right, but it's brutal. And the reason they're doing it is because for the next part of your journey, you need to be past that energy. Otherwise, it's not going to work. And they know this. But you may need to know this as well. All right? But maybe you do. Look, High Priestess. Maybe you already know what's to come. Maybe you already know. Maybe everything I'm saying to you is like you going, oh yeah, you know, I'm back on track now, I'm all good. Especially if you're around others, don't let that energy drag you into that kind of illusionary energy. Make sure you're protecting your energy at this time, all right? Obviously, of course, keep open to others, but just be aware that there's all kinds of tests going on right now. To fall into fear at this stage of the game would be a bit of a, I want to say a bit of a rookie move, and I feel like you guys are very advanced intuition wise, but maybe you've gone through a lot of burdens. There's a lot of illusions around here that's trying to deliberately sway you in a different direction as a test, but you'll get there. You've got clarity coming. Keep focused. If you're trying to figure all this out now, give it some time. You'll get the full picture soon. Reconciliation is coming. 6 of Cups. Very deep soulmate connection, soul connection here that's going to be coming back around. Seven of Swords. There could have been some energy of illusion, energy of avoidance, not trusting someone, waiting to see if you can trust someone. Maybe that's what you're worried about, is that you're thinking, oh, I don't think I can trust this energy. This is, you know, yeah. You're worried that it's over. The Ten of Swords, you're worried that it's over. You're worried it's over. You've got the Hermit. Hermit in the reverse. What do pile 2 need to know, please? The Moon. The Princess of Pentacles. Why aren't you acknowledging yourself? You're happy to give to everyone except for yourself, some of you. You feel left out in the cold. And you're fed up of, I mean, look, go after your dreams. Listen, if you're in a situation where everyone's telling you, oh, I don't understand why you're in this situation. Well, I do. So take your opinion somewhere else. Because this is a lot of people. Beep, 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 beep. Like, I'm sorry if, you know, my lineage is Turkish. They're like CCTV systems out there. Everything is scrutinized, even down to your nail polish. It's ludicrous, the amount of gossiping that goes on. And luckily for me, that's trained me into not caring about what people are thinking. Usually when I'm asked why I'm not married, I'll just say, yes, I'm gay. Obviously I'm not, but it does shut, because unfortunately they're biased and they're a little bit closed-minded, a lot closed-minded, and it shuts the conversation down. Unfortunately, that's the downside to some people's mindsets, is that they're not open-minded. The fact that I've even got to use that as a thing is disgusting, but I mean, of course it is, you know. People should be free to be doing as they should, as long as they're not harming another human being. That's how this is supposed to be. But unfortunately, we're in this limiting mindsets, program mindsets. We're in this matrix energy where people think they should be telling you what to do, how to live, okay? You need to break free of this. Whatever you're in here is possibly blocking union with your person. Alright? What is it that's blocking your mindset? Because your mind is locked somewhere else. Who is blocking your mindset? You need to identify who this is. You need to identify who this is, because it's like you're sinking, or you feel like you're sinking. And maybe you're trying to be patient because you think, oh, you know, it's going to sort itself out. Look, this is a very defensive energy. You need to figure out what you want and run towards that. You're confused about what you want. Knight of Wands, they're confused about what they want, possibly. Maybe that's them that was in this situation. Messages for pole 2. Yeah, the Tower's on its way here, look. They need to release this confusion. So, again, messages are, there's a Tower moment on its way here that is going to make you make a decision either way. 8 of Cups. This is a decision on its way. Okay, messages for pole 2. Messages for pole 2. Messages for pole 2. Yeah, something's ending. We've got the coffin here. So I think you're possibly ending something to go towards what your heart wants. And I'm hearing, don't let other people talk you around. There's a lot of manipulative energy possibly here as well. So just don't, if you're telling people your moves, don't expect them to be happy for you, because a little bit of jealousy in this energy here. That's not for everyone. But again, make a decision. I think one reason possibly for some of you you're not making a decision is because you're worried about how that's going to affect. And Spirit's saying if you choose your heart, then that's never the wrong choice. Message for 2, pile 2, please. What are the messages? What is the messages for pile 2? Exactly. Spirit is saying, here we go. So the key to this is gratitude. Thank you, Spirit, for showing me what I needed to know. This can provide me peace for things I wasn't aware of, which will lead me to success. Okay, you need to, again, be mindful, practice mindfulness, because I feel like Spirit are trying to show you these blessings and you're like, I don't want to be in this position. And I get it, because it's a hard choice, but you're about to have everything. There's a lot of abundance coming your way. And yeah, the decision that you're making is not a great one, but you don't know what's next. The next part is abundant. If you make your decision, the outcome's always going to be abundant with this pile. The problem is how quickly you want to reach that abundance is the question, okay? That's basically what it is. Okay, so what are the messages for pile 2? What are the messages? Pile 2's message. Messages for pile 2. What are the messages for pile 2? Here we go. Could be a twin flame connection here. Yeah, look. We've got the thread landing on the Emperor and the flame. There's a twin flame connection here, that there's either someone that is in your life that is a twin flame, and there's someone that's a karmic. The block is your shadow. There's a block that is your shadow at the moment. All right. What is the shadow block? Yeah. There's a masculine energy of, you're in this, so there's a bit of a self-sabotage that you're in. You're self-sabotaging, because we've got the destroyer, and it's built on a fear of having everything you want. So you're deliberately self-sabotage to block, because it's a worthiness issue. You may also need to work with your father. Could be father issues here, but it's possibly blocking your next decision that you need to be making. And Spirit is saying, if you don't decide now, the Tower will come in. Possibly, again, if the first part resonated with you. All right. So let's have a look. Let's go with messages for pile 2. Messages for pile 2. Messages for pile 2. What's the message, guys? What's the message? Yeah. You're in a deceptive energy, or someone's in a deceptive energy. I'm feeling like it's more that someone's wearing a mask, and you are afraid, they are afraid to remove the mask, because you don't want to be vulnerable to the decision, which is this new, again, I feel like you're in a position or a situation, or someone's in a situation where they're in a relationship and they're both people in this relationship are wearing masks, because it's a karmic relationship. Okay, it's not real, but because you're so ingrained in that at the moment, you think it's real, because you want to believe it. It gives you a comfort. It's not real though. There's a new love that you're deciding to either choose, the old or the new, but it's scary, this new love, because it means you have to live up to the love. All right. They're saying express your love. You or them, go ahead and make the romantic gesture. There's nothing to fear except fear itself. Fear will keep you in a very low vibration, and it will also block your blessings. It's very difficult to manifest when you're in a fear. It will totally, you'll vibrate at a lower level, which will attract. If you're trying to heal and you're manifesting and you're in a fear, you're gonna manifest fear. And that sounds ludicrous, but it's unfortunately accurate, you know. This is no joke. This is no joke. You know, it's like we need to improve confidence here, and you need to take a leap of faith. I'm getting the full energy. Okay. Oh, look. We've got the divine doors here. Look, lovely gates. There's a note on love. Seek different seasons and enter into the unknown. When love is the focus, foundation and goal, blesses the body, mind and soul. Oh, wow. Look at this. Beautiful energy. It says, drawn down the moon, the forest nymphs dance in sheer delight, sing soft songs, find us in the wild, good night. Aww. So there's something very, again, it's like you're because it feels very childlike energy here, very beautifully pure energy, and you're so used to crap that you're worried that you're going to go into a situation that's going to be more crap. And so you're staying where you are, but it's self-sabotaging because you're going to have to move. You already know what your decision should be, but you're scared. And I get it, because it's new, and it's like, oh my goodness, it's all I ever wanted. What am I going to do? But you've got to speculate to accumulate. Sometimes this could be the lesson, is to take the leap of faith and follow the heart, all right? Don't overthink it. You're overthinking the whole thing. This is what I was looking for. I was looking for this deck. Let me pull a few Lenormands here. Let me pull a few Lenormands, see what other messages we can find. Okay, what is the message for pile 2? What is the message for pile 2? What is the message for pile 2? Pile... Wow. Okay. Okay. Right, okay, so I'm just going to go with the bottom of the deck first of all. So you're possibly going somewhere, journey, travel, okay? You want to possibly visit someone wants to possibly visit you. This is a romantic liaison, okay? Someone is ready to receive. That sounds a bit weird, but, you know. This could lead to a very serious commitment. Maybe that's what scares you. Maybe that's what scares them, is that, oh my goodness, what on earth is going on? Take it as it resonates. Oh my goodness. And I expect your next question is, yeah, but how do I know if this is good or not? Lucky. Clover, this is lucky. Follow the luck. Of course it's lucky. But you need to take off the mask. They need to take off the mask. You need to take off the mask. You can't... Being vulnerable is not a weak position to be in, because it just means that you're happy with your feelings. You're comfortable with your feelings. It just means that you can... If you're vulnerable, it means you're connecting to your heart space, which means you're manifesting, which, again, the heart is the gateway. Again, decisions. What do I do? What do I do? I don't know, though, even though I've just told you the whole thing's lucky. Messages from Spirit. Yeah. You are used to moving into a decision and having lack. And you're like, I don't know if I can keep doing this movement thing. And then it having yet more disappointment. Is it better the devil you know? That's the energy here, and you'll know. You'll know. Move out of this illusion and look at the details. There's something you're overlooking here. There's a maze you're being led down. All right? Don't underestimate yourself. Okay? Someone wants to offer you loyalty, strong loyalty. Let's see. Final messages. Final messages. They want me to go into the angel answers here. This is destined. This is the Akashic Records, the book Secrets. This is Akashic Records. We've got the sun coming out from around the clouds. This, whatever this is in, that you're involved with, there's a destined connection here. You already know that. But you're worried. You're talking your mind, your shadow side, your ego is talking you out of it. Because you're worried that you're going to have to release this mask. Okay, so for pile 2, what are the messages for pile 2? Okay, let's do a pick a card, alright? 3 piles. What are the messages, or what should they do? Pile 2. Pile number 1. What should they do? Pile number 1. This is healing. So maybe you need a bit of extra time to do some healing. But then when you do heal, there'll be big happy changes. Looks like you're going to be making a decision once you've healed a little bit. Let's see, pile 2. Pile 2. Pile 2, please. What's happening? Pile 2. Pile 2. Pile 2. Be assertive. So you definitely have to... If you know, but you're like, I'm scared that this person's going to react, then you already know that that's the choice to make. If you're scared of someone else reacting to your own truth, that's... Look, if you believe that this is you manifesting, but you don't believe what you've manifested, what you're getting. You think that, again, perfect timing. It's let's go. It's go time. Be assertive. Be assertive. Okay, let's say, for example, someone's trying to run rings around you and you can't physically find your voice to say to them no, right? Just say no. And if they go, what do you mean no? Let them let all that go, you know, all that kind of noise, let it go. Let them burn themselves out a little bit and just don't say anything. Once they've said this is the... Whenever I tell people this, they're like, oh my God, that's so manipulative. It's not. It's called common sense. Let them all show their cards. Let them all show their cards and just sit and let it all come out. And then they'll go all totally below the belt and then they'll start digging into all these other nasty little things. Then you can sit and have your say. And then you say, well, that's interesting. You've shown me everything I need to know here. It's a no from me. All right. Done. That's it. What else do you need to know? If someone is saying no, It's a no. The problem is you're not, there's a lack of confidence. And so you believe when you say no, someone's not going to take that seriously. It's a no. Like, I don't know what else. And like I said, it's an assertiveness. You have to, again, it's a lesson here. So let's have a look. Pile 3. Pile 3. Pile 3. Look for signs. If you're seeing 15,000 signs, and again, this is the thunder lightning sign we've had a million times in readings. Maybe I think someone's chosen 2 and gone, I'm going to choose 3 as well. Let's see what else comes out. Don't be trying to fool a psychic now. Be assertive. Be assertive. Maybe you're worried about whatever you've got to tell this person that they're going to run rings around you. Listen, if you are trying to express your truth to someone and they're not respecting that, that tells you everything you need to know. It means that they don't respect you, which means that, I mean, look, that's answered itself. And if they say why, say you can't even understand the word no. What makes you think I want anything else to do with this? Try it. Try it. Try it. It works. It works. Someone wants to give you affection, unconditionally loving, giving and receiving affection, falling in love. Move away from that. Focus on the real energy here of the higher vibration. Okay. Remove the mask. Bottom of the deck. Mask. Not showing true feelings. Hide, personify, pretend, delude, gaslighting. Someone is this is someone gaslighting you, all right? Because you're wearing a mask, they're wearing a mask. Remove the mask, all right? If you're worried, get some friends to help, support. Speak to friends that you can trust, that you know aren't going to be like confusing you more. You know that they're going to be able to sort of understand where you're coming from. Not, you know, you need some people supporting you here. Okay, guys, this was your reading. Thank you for your like, your shares, your subscriptions. It means a lot to me. Until next time, take care. Whatever. Hi, all the tarot cards have just fallen on the floor, so that's awesome. Pile 3. Welcome to your pick a card. This is the Legacy of the Divine Tarot. Anything else? And we're going to be looking at what exactly messages Spirit has for you today. Let's see, Pile 3. Let's have a look. What do they want to share with you guys? Oh, I've got some nice energy coming through here. Happy. I've got some very nostalgic, happy energy, like memories, like very childlike energy. Pile 3. Pile 3. Pile 3. Messages for Pile 3, please. I'm just hearing no means no. Yeah. Yeah. Oh dear. Okay, so we've got Temperance in the reverse. This is healing energy. Something's not quite healed here. And we've got the Tower. Let's have a look. What is going on here? What are you trying to warn? You're trying to avoid something. Spirit is saying rip the plaster off already. They're saying it's not gonna, yeah. If there's a third party situation and there's a respite here, there's a waiting period that someone's in, there's a decision that's being made here. There's a decision being made about an existing connection. Could be more than one person involved. There's a situation that's come to a bit of a climax that is very, again, someone wants to close out an existing connection because it's too much. They want to end it. What is the message for Pile 3? Yeah. So there's a commitment coming, but there's a wait, a little bit of a wait. They're trying to heal first of all. They want to heal before they come towards you, because whatever they've come out of was been probably a bit of a nightmare. A lot of a nightmare, I'm being told. Messages for Pile 3. Yeah. They want balance. They didn't have, wherever they've come from, they didn't have balance. They were working very hard, and I feel like something, again, there's a money disruption, there's an energy disruption. They know that whatever they were in was totally disruptive. But again, they're worried about taking this, because it feels to me like someone's put a lot of energy into maybe work or finances, and whatever's going on in their personal life has suctioned all of that energy away from where they should be focusing on into this possible karmic relationship or situation. And so they're thinking, well, I know I need to move on this, but if I do, is it going to cause more issues? Is my time going to be bled away? Is my energy going to be bled away as well? Is it better the devil you know? And Spirit are just saying the tower's on its way. This is part of the lesson from where I'm looking at, right? Which is you have to honour your boundaries and learn. This is like you levelling up here. This is the difference between the queens and the empress and the high priestess. This is the difference between the pages and the kings. It's like you're levelling up, and part of that is a lesson to stand your ground and your boundaries, but not for the wrong reasons. Someone is so desperate to be understood that they're compromising their own needs. Yeah, look, there's so many arguments here. 5 of Wands, self-sacrificing. 9 of Wands, wounded warrior. They just, again, we've got the 6 of Cups, so there's definitely a possible reunion of soulmates here, because the wheel is turning, the wheel of fortune. Something's destined with this, and again, there's a lot of confusion though in the interim. There's a lot of confusion in the interim. Okay, so messages for pile 3. Messages for pile 3, please. Messages for pile 3. Messages. Pile 3's messages. Wow. Someone's working on a growth energy and healing the inner child, as well as moving on from this energy. They want friendship at the moment. There's definite passion here. There's definite passion. They're confused that this person, whoever this person is, has absolutely had their head played with. I honestly hate that. I just, when you just think, do the work, just do the work. Do the work, please. Just do. I get it. You're damaged goods. You're wounded. Just do the work. Because this is the thing. Wounded people hurt people. It's not a surprise. And yeah, unconditional love. This person hasn't been given unconditional love. It's very conditional. Whatever they've been in. You, them. Wow. This is absolutely horrible. Mirror and stabbed in the back. Someone was totally deceived, and they're healing from that. They're trying to heal from it, and they're trying to grow from it. It's why they don't want to rush into something, because for them, whatever's happened with this person, I mean, look, well, this is awful. Whatever happened to this person, I feel like they put a lot of hope into something, and they were totally stabbed in the back. And they know they have to move on, and they have to decide what they're going to do. But the idea of moving on at the moment, it terrifies them, because they're just drained. They're totally drained. Camera, reminiscing, learning from the past, make memories, perception. Yeah, their perception hasn't quite slotted into place just yet. Their perception hasn't quite slotted into place just yet. They'll oh, here we go. And I'll tell you why. It's because, look, we've got love bombing, self-absorbed, narcissist, one-sided relationship. They're dealing with someone that I mean, look, this is a trickster energy here. The golden mirror. Someone around them is reflecting something back to them that they should be learning from, and they're not, because they don't want to see it. It means their ego has, it's a bit of an ego death situation. There's a obsessive controlling, there's a block to all this. They're trying to block themselves, and that because they're trying to protect themselves from this person, they're blocking their heart, which means they can't decide. They know that there's a special connection somewhere else, but they don't know, their head's spinning. I'm not surprised, The Phoenix, new phase, rekindle, renew, transformation, growth. So they're ascending to another level. They're ascending to a new level. The problem we've got is that they have yet to totally see 1000% what they need to see to kind of move past this. At the moment, I think possibly a little bit of denial. because I think possibly good-natured people, they want to see the best in people, and I don't think they can believe that someone can be this. There's a lot of manipulation here. Pile 3. Messages, please, for pile 3. What is the message for pile 3? Yeah. There's a lot of waiting, and they're trying to just take their time here with this. I think they're trying to repair a situation or leave a situation that is not going to kick off, because whoever they're dealing with is a freaking nightmare. Unfortunately, I'm sorry to say that, but I'm going to just be very honest. Messages for pile 3. They're scared, they're worried, they're overthinking this. 2 minutes. Wow. Pile 3 messages. Can we have some good news? Pile 3's messages. Oh, brilliant. Excellent. We've got a very positive card on this side. Wow. This is your message. One extreme to the other. Empress and 6 of Wands. It's victory. The divine counterpart feminine in this connection will have victory. Alright, so if you're in this situation, then you know that is their victory. Whoever the Empress is will have victory. Alright? The Empress will have the victory. There's definite messages coming in, Page of Wands. Right, what is the message? They're not ready to offer anything because they haven't closed it out yet. They're trying to get out of this so badly. It's like they're so worried about doing this. It's like, yeah, they want to rush in, but they're still all over the place. This is going to take time to offer this commitment. This is going to take time. Something has to end. And it feels like they're scared to end it because, yeah, Ace of Swords. There's an untruth here. They're worried about. They're waiting for clarity. They think this is maybe more illusions, and they're worried. Like, is this more? Because whoever they're around is doing a freaking brilliant job as confusing the life out of them. You know, because this is the thing. When you're in a position and you don't fully know who you are, people can really trick you very easily. Because they don't know who they are. You know, so you've got this mirroring. So this is trying to guide the person to more into being themselves. But the problem with it is they aren't. So they're even more confused. And so, again, it takes some time here. Messages for pile 3. Yeah, we've got death in the reverse. They're not learning. That again, there's no focus on the self. It's like they're not focusing on their worth. This is a self-worth issue. Very defensive. They're not prepared to make a decision. Being pushed to make a decision, that's definitely one thing they will stand their ground on. Totally confused. They know that this is going to lead to upsetting someone. Things are changing. They could still have a sexual connection with this person, which is drawing them back in, possibly. They could also be confused, so they're getting all kinds of mixed messages from someone here, and it's confusing the life out of them. Yeah, they are so totally confused. It's like someone's punching them in the face, and then the next minute going, yeah, but I love you, and they're like, huh? They can't work it out because they want to believe it. This is the problem. They want to believe that. They want to believe someone loves them, but it's that. I mean, look, that's not going to be for everyone, but that's the message I'm getting. Interesting. We've got Ace of Wands, something very sexual, the Sun in the reverse. So there's a bit of sexual manipulation going on here. There's a bit of an energy vampire situation that's drawing them back in. Right, let's see. Messages, please. Messages for pile 3. Wow. Whoever this is has done wow, just wow. It's like this is an inner worth situation, and they're staying in a situation that's painful because it's all they know, and they don't believe. See, this is you're offering hope, and they want to believe it, but they're thinking, is this another illusion? Am I going to get slapped in the face? It's abuse, is what it is. They're in an abusive relationship. This pile is someone breaking free of an abusive relationship. Either that's you, or someone that you deeply care about is in this situation, and Spirit are trying to tell you what they're going through. Maybe because they need support, maybe they need time. You know, take it as it resonates. So, messages for pile 3, please. Maybe you're like, I didn't want to know that. Maybe I don't know. I'm just pick another pile. Okay, so messages for pile 3. That's way too many cards, guys. Okay, so you're going to get some kind of clarity here, possibly through mutual friends, groups, I don't know, family, work colleagues. In the near future, there's going to be an opportunity to look at this again. All right, so again, I'm getting strong beginning of October energy here. I think you may need to look after yourself a little bit. They need to look after themselves a little bit, because at the moment, someone is not paying attention to their health, and it's possibly draining you. This situation could be draining them and you, and Spirit is saying, reconnect with you. Let this play out a little bit, and let this they'll figure it out. They'll figure it out. Right, pile 3 messages. Pile 3's messages, please. What is the message for pile 3? Yeah. They need to balance themselves first, which is why they're not able to make a decision. Until they balance themselves, they're not going to be able to. So this imbalance already existed in them. Someone's just reflecting that back to them, all right? So until they balance them, it wouldn't work with you guys possibly anyway. So Spirit, this is possible karmic soul contract that this person has. They need to find balance. Now we're walking into Libra season, which is all about balance. So this could well be that after Libra season you get some movement. It could be that after the new moon you'll get the full moon on the 1st, you're getting movement. Just pay attention for shifts, because I feel like we're definitely in one. Final message for pile 3. Surrender. Yeah, look, this will lead to your growth. Just release this. Let Spirit deal with it. Release control. All right. Don't fear anything. Just trust that this will obviously resolve when it needs to. Hopefully that's been of some help, guys. This was your reading for what Spirit messages I have for me. What are my messages? Hopefully that's been of some help. Thank you for your likes, your shares, subscriptions. Until next time, guys, take care.